My name is Mackenzie Bryant. I'm a graphic artist applying to the Communication Design program at Miami University. My entry into the College of Creative Arts is unique. I began my college education in 2012 and graduated with a Bachelor of Integrative Studies from Miami University Regionals in 2017 with a minor in 2D Media Studies. Immediately after graduating, I somewhat unexpectedly became a Miami University staff member. For nearly 4 years, I have been the graphic design specialist in the Regional's Office of Communications and Marketing. My original plan, prior to accepting this job offer, was to enroll in a Student Affairs in Higher Education master's program. Being a graphic designer at Miami University is a perfect blend of utilizing my creative and human-centered design skills to enhance the student experience. Of course, I've been a creative individual since I was a child. I remember watching the making of movies at the end of Disney VHS tapes, attempting to recreate my own traditional animation sequences like the animators would. I am a self-taught graphic designer with a traditional education in drawing and oil painting. I originally thought a local, stable career in art was a pipe dream, opting for the Bachelor of Science rather than the Bachelor of Fine Arts. Now that I have some professional experience under my belt, I am ensuring that I have a permanent career in the field of art and design. In spring of 2021, I enrolled part-time in hopes of completing a second bachelor's degree within communication design. All 4 of these life experiences come back to one identity. I am a designer. This first semester, I have taken a design history, contemporary art forum, technical drawing, and color theory. I've also just recently completed Art 151, pre-communication design. 2 projects in this course exemplify my design thinking skills and creative problem-solving skills. The first project, highlighting Psy, or the Persona Icons assignment. We were given the task to identify 3 main concepts about our assigned persona and convey them in a set of 3 icons. I was given the persona of Psy like Hari. Psy is a strong female investment analyst who relaxes by throwing pottery mugs and cooking, all in the company of her 2 kittens. With this persona, I took the textual information to a quick mind map to brainstorm. How could I capture Psy's personality and interest in just 3 icons? What are these icons going to be used for ultimately? I work best by knowing what the end goals and parameters are before jumping into a design. I opted to create my icons with the idea of Instagram story highlight covers as the final product. Psy could use these to categorize her content on her public Instagram. After creating a mind map, I began to cultivate a collection of images for a mood board. This helped me understand areas I was less familiar with, such as ceramics, the culture of Texas, and the stock market. The next step in creating these persona icons was ideation. From my mind map, I took 3 categories and began to illustrate them: ceramics, stock talks, and cooking and culture. With these 3 icons, I wanted a consistent story of not only color and style, but also of content. I connected these 3 different areas of Psy's life with elements of her kitten's paw prints and love for fish food. By creating 8 sketches for each category, no stone was left unturned. I presented these 20 sketches to peer designers for their input. Those highlighted in yellow received praise. I ultimately chose the 3 sketches on the right as my final drafts. Revising my iterations, I began to consider what the design style would be. I determined Psy had more depth than just simple line icons. A limited color palette keeps the icons readable in a small format, like the Instagram highlights, while still being dimensional. Whenever I design for clients, I make sure to create a lasting package. Psy would not only receive final images of her full color icons, but also 1 color icons and the hex codes for the 3 colors. This way, she can continue to expand her personal brand and have these images live beyond Instagram. Overall, I'm happy with the final product. If I were to expand on this project, I would look into creating a signature logo for Psy to use within the same style that would be used for a profile picture, Twitter header, etc. The final project I will be highlighting is the design thinking assignment. I was given the task to find a problem in my world that can be solved with design. The end of this sprint course happened concurrently with the release of fall semester's course list. Since 2012, I have used many of Miami University's websites and software programs to complete my academic requirements, including Bannerweb. It is outdated against the current Miami University branding, is a text-based website, and does not translate well into a mobile view. While brainstorming, I immediately began benchmarking. Miami University recently rolled out a new web design this academic year. Bannerweb would benefit from a toolbar present on every single page to assist users in navigation, like the one featured on the new web design. Brigham Young University, Idaho recently published a new My BYUI application that is a wonderful student-focused website for managing academic records. I also enjoy the user interface of Credit Karma's mobile app, which makes complex things, such as credit scores and loans, easy to process. My initial desktop redesign is featured here. However, I realized I needed to design for a mobile experience first, where most students would prefer to access this information. In prototyping a new UX/UI for Bannerweb, I utilized wireframe templates to physically sketch out various screens in pencil. The toolbar, visual hierarchy in text, and large buttons rather than small hyperlinks were key to these sketches. As a regional staff member and former orientation coordinator, I had seen many non-traditional students struggle to navigate Bannerweb. The pressure of being a first-generation and non-traditional student is a barrier enough for registering for college courses. Designing for the extreme and disabled users benefits everyone. My high school educated father, Troy, has large fingers, wears reading glasses, has ADHD, and always prefers to use a mobile application rather than a desktop experience. He was, surprisingly, my perfect test user for these wireframes. First, I had Troy navigate the current Bannerweb site on a mobile device. He was squinting and struggling to hit the correct hyperlinks due to the size and lack of white space. With my prototyped wireframes, he was able to naturally navigate through the registration process. Large buttons with friendly and easy language made it much more manageable for him. My final feeling after the prototyping and testing experience is excitement. I would like to continue these wireframes into a digital layout for an app designer to run with. Not only would it benefit current students, but first-time registrants and alumni could access their records much easier. It's time for Bannerweb to beat the 21st century. In conclusion, I believe these two projects showcase how I am a designer, in process and in practice. My future lies somewhere within the realm of an in-house artist, a problem solver, event marketer, and/or creative illustrator. All of these futures are central to design. The communication design program at Miami University is a perfect fit for me, and I believe I would thrive within the program.